Hey guys, welcome back to Reverse 1999. In today's video, I wanted to show you basically my strategy for clearing Limbo Stage 5, you know, the trash bag stage, with my account that's only just entered the 5th day of play, using a 3-star unit that I've absolutely loved so far. So if we jump over here into the Artificial Somnambulism Limbo, you can see we've cleared 5, we're on to 6. I have no chance of 6 because my other team isn't ready, but we did manage to 3-star side 2, and I want to go through what we used because there are so many good 3 and 4-star units in the game. Now, they can't go to Insight 3, so they do fall off, but on my account where I didn't pull too many units, I obviously got my P2 Melania, and then past that, you know, I got a Balloon Party, and that's about the rest of the functionality. Now, if you want me to make a video going through like all the 3 and 4 stars that I think are worth testing out if you don't have alternative options. Now, at this stage, if you've already got your first 6 units built, I'm not saying you should build these units. I think getting your first 6, then getting your next few, you know, if you get 6 stars and stuff, but in the future, maybe you can build these as tech units, or if you've had bad luck, you're looking for a unit for a specific reason, you can look to these units. But the first one I want to mention is La Source. That's not the one I really want to focus on. I want to focus in on the twins because they are so helpful, but La Source is fantastic in herself as well. Her ultimate, now if I got this to a max portray, she would actually remove all Moxie from it, like 5 Moxie from enemies. At the moment, she's only doing 4, but it's still pretty solid with the ultimate, getting that Moxie reduction. And then obviously she has the heal, which is very standard heal. So she was my healer in it. But the twins, and I'm going to show you the strategy with the twins that is really fantastic. Basically, so they have this on Insight 1, every other round enters Arcane Stamp status for 1 round. The duration of inflicted statuses plus 1 round. Then if we go to this ultimate, it puts them in Nightmare. So it puts them to sleep so you can't attack them, but it can lock out an enemy for 2 turns if you use it while in this state, which is just so fantastic on harder type content. Now, on top of that, they have this one which applies weakness to the enemy, so that's going to help you avoid damage. It's only 1 stack, but you can. This is like at 1 star, this is going to apply the weakness, which is really nice. But it's also a critical defense down. Now, if you get it to 3-star, it is 2 stacks of weakness, but at 2-star, it's only 1 stack as well. But you get more critical defense down. But not bad if you're running a crit user. And then this one over here, you need to get it to level 2 to gain the additional effect. They'd be completely broken if the additional effect came at 1 star. That would just be too much for a 3-star character in my opinion, but this one you do need to get it to 2-star to make this happen, but essentially you get mental defense minus 25% for 2 rounds, so ideally using it with mental damage dealers. Now, the reason I decided to go ahead and build these twins was because I had Melania and Regulus, both mental damage dealers, so I'm like, okay, they'll slot into anything I want to. Now, over on that stage 5, I used Regulus Sonetta on Balloon Party to go ahead and beat it on the first wave, and then I was using these 3 on the second wave. Now, the one thing I will show you guys is that I do have these guys that Resonate 7 and Resonate 8. However, the Resonate on these guys, because they are 3 stars, is incredibly cheap, so I didn't mind doing the investment in that case. So if we go over, I think, okay, so she's level 8, so let's take a look and compare. I'll move my head out of the way for a second, if I can find it. There it is. All right, so like that is 5 of the skeleton and 6 of the rice bowls. I don't know what they are. It's 8, 5, 6 essentially when we look at resource cost, whereas this is 4, 4, 4. So 8, 5, 6, 4, 4, 4. I mean, this one's getting a bit expensive, but yeah, the early on up to like 6 is fairly cheap. So I was happy to do it, knowing that eventually these guys will probably get replaced on my teams. But for now, I was happy to put that investment in. It feels like a cheap investment for now to help me progress. Whether you guys agree with that, up to you. But I didn't really have any other options. I was either going to be stuck or I was going to have to build stuff. So that is where we're at. Now, let's jump over and I want to show you this cool strategy that you can use with the twins that I absolutely love. So we'll jump over here into side 2 where I was actually doing it. Do I want to reset though? Wait, 2, 1, 1. All right, screw it. We're just going to do it in Limbo stage 6. Now let's jump here and we'll just put that team over. It's not the ideal team, but I just want to, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I just want to show you guys essentially what we were doing because it's a pretty awesome strat that you can do with these twins based on the way their passive works that they get through Insight. Now they are going to go on this one. That's pretty good. All right, let's start. And so what I do is I reset until I get a twin one. Now, the ideal one to get is 2 of their attack one, because then it becomes a debuff and you can apply that. But you know, this is just good enough for the example. So what you can do is you can merge, you can use. Now it does leave my other units out, but this is what I did against the trash bags to help. It basically, because controlling was what I needed to do. That was like the main thing that I needed. Now, unfortunately, we did get the throwing one as well, but what you need to do is you need to snowball into another one of their abilities, and you can see they don't have a buff active. So next turn, they will regain that buff that they wanted. So from this point, what I can essentially do is go ahead and throw that attack. That gets them to 5, and now I can work on building up my other units, Moxie, to try and get them ready to go. So I can do something like this. Unfortunately, we're going to be one short. But if we do get one more, one flop into this one, we will be ready to go with both of them on this turn. But let's have a look. So that gets the twins ult ready. We're not going to get the flop. That's a rip. But let's go ahead and look at this. So now the twins ult is up. There we go. And you can see, okay, one unit's using everything, which is fantastic for us. But you can see that the twins have this buff up, which is extending the duration. So now that ability is becoming a 2-round attack. Now, the other thing I want to do is, before I do that, is I'm going to use my mouse attack, because we can't attack them after we do this to them. Actually, you know what? Yeah, because I want to get my ult up next turn. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go ahead and sleep them. And then, because no one else is attacking, we can just slide this and merge to get a bigger heal next turn. So there we go. So we're going to do a little bit of damage. Nothing crazy. But then we're going to put this guy to sleep. And if you look at the sleep, it is there for 2 turns, which is fantastic. Now, something to note, they can actually queue up skills while in sleep, and they basically just don't get to use it, which I think is quite solid. So now that that's out of the way, we can go ahead and play our round how we want to. We can try and get this guy dropped down a bit low. I'm not sure how much damage that's actually going to do, but then we can look through over here. Keeping in mind, this is minerals, so this is not the ideal enemy to be using this against, because they're mineral, which we are weak to with our main DPS, but this is just a demonstration's sake. So now we can go ahead and let's go. Do I use the 2-star or the 1-star? I could upgrade this into a 3-star, completely strip that. Wait, can I do that? No, because I don't have another card. I can't get it. Rip, because I could have, otherwise I could have. Wait, we get 1 for the merge, 3 for the usage. You know what, this is a cool thing. We're gonna do this, because this is a cool thing about Melania that we can do. I'm pretty sure this plays out, unless my math is wrong. Oh no, wait, reset. So we go boom, then we go boom. So now we're at 1. That ability is going to generate 3, so we just move and do that. Let's see how this plays out. I'm pretty sure we get back-to-back ults this way. But I was supposed to use it on the other enemy, because we would have probably killed the other enemy. And there we go. There's the back-to-back ults. There's a treat. It's always awesome when you can do back-to-back ults. But obviously, we're not going to clear this, but I just wanted to show you how functional those twins are. But on top of that, if we got one of their other cards, we can also what we can do here is, so just to show you guys this one, we can merge this, and that is going to give us the debuff to increase our damage. Obviously, we're dead at this stage. There's no chance of clearing this. But let's just go ahead and do that into that, and we'll merge. But you guys get the gist. Twins, I had an absolute blast with. I've been enjoying the hell out of this account. We're 5 days in, and I mean, I'm pretty impressed with some of these lower tier units and their usability. Look at that, we managed to get it back. But anyway, I'm just rambling now. I'm going to shut up. Twins are fun. The source is good. There's a bunch of other good ones that you can tech in if you don't have any decent pulls, but I'll make it more in-depth in another video. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.